Right. Uh-huh. Yeah, I know over there. Mm-mm. No, I told you that's the poison oak. You gotta dip it in the... Shh, look, we have company. Hi, my name is Koha. Most people call me Eve, but that's just a common misconception. It's sort of an unusual name, but my husband gave it to me, so I refuse to change it. Some of the sheep in my pasture have trouble remembering it, so I got this pet koala to help out, but, well, he's around here somewhere. Okay, he's really not my pet. Anyway, that's not important. If you're here, then Christ must have sent you. Have you eaten yet? We have basic Hebrew, Bible stories, and Shema. Let's start with some basic Hebrew. You know, part of what makes Hebrew so special is that each letter has a meaning of its own. Unlike English and other European languages, many Hebrew words are built by putting letters together whose meanings contribute to the meaning of the word. This will make learning and remembering Hebrew words easier for you when you move further along in your studies. Let's begin with the first letter, L. This letter is the modern equivalent of A, Alpha, or Aleph in the modern Hebrew. But in our earliest records of the Hebrew language, it was an ox. Pronounced Ah, this letter represents strength and power, like that of an ox. It can also represent a leader, someone who possesses both strength and power, like a great king, a queen, or a mighty warrior. There are 3 phases of ancient Hebrew: early, middle, and late. The ox character we just learned was most commonly used in early ancient Hebrew. The Middle Ancient, also called Paleo-Hebrew character for L, is a simpler-looking version of the ox head. Late Ancient and Modern Hebrew are very different from Early and Middle Ancient Hebrew because the language of the Israelites was changed so much through various captivities to other nations, and also from being adopted and distorted by other nations. So, for our studies, we will mostly focus on Early and Middle Ancient Hebrew. Can you draw the Early Ancient Hebrew character for L? Nice work! How about the Middle Ancient or Paleo-Hebrew character for L? Beautifully done! It looks like you're going to be pretty good at this. Would you like to learn one more? Great! I thought you would. The second letter in the Hebrew alphabet is Bet. Have you ever seen the floor plan of a house that tells you where the bedroom, bathroom, and playrooms are? Well, if you make a very simple version of that, then you have the ancient Hebrew character for Bet. Pronounced Ba. Yes, Ba. This letter represents a house, a family, or the preposition in. For example, I'm in my house. This letter is the modern equivalent of B, beta, or bet in the modern Hebrew. Can you draw the early ancient Hebrew character for bet? Remember, it's just a simplified floor plan. Excellent work! Now let's do the Paleo-Hebrew character. Just turn it sideways, close in this gap, and there you have it. The Paleo-Hebrew character for bet. Your turn. Can you draw the Paleo-Hebrew character for bet? Awesome job! It looks like you could use one more. What do you say? All right, let's do this. The third and final letter we're going to cover today. Hey, where are you going, buddy? We're not finished. Oh, I see. You were just showing our guests what the third letter represents. You see, in the early ancient Hebrew, this letter, called Gam, was a foot. Pronounced Ga, Gam resembles the foot of a stick figure drawing, and it means to walk or gather. It's the modern equivalent of G or C, Gamma in the Greek, and Gimel in the modern Hebrew. The early and middle ancient versions of Gam are very similar, so let's draw them together. Here is your stick figure foot for the early ancient. Now, just flip your foot upside down and voila! the Paleo-Hebrew character for Gam. Pretty easy, right? You've done a great job today. Now, let's review. El, pronounced ah. Bet, pronounced ba. Gam, pronounced ga. It was a pleasure having you with us today. Hope to see you next time. Shalom. Sing along.
El bet gam do he wa zan ket tet en yad kaf lam mem nun en sin ga peit sad kuf reshin ta. El bet gam do he wa zan ket tet en yad kaf lam mem nun en sin ga peit sad kuf reshin ta.
Let's learn some ancient Hebrew words. Dashe, grass or herbs. Adama, earth as soil or ground. Shamayam, heaven or sky. Sayats, flower. The grass withereth, the flower, sayats, fadeth, but the word of our God shall stand forever. Isaiah chapter 40, verse 8. Shamash, sun. From the rising of the sun, Shamash, unto the going down of the same, Yahweh's name is to be praised. Psalm 113, verse 3. Yarak, moon. In his days shall the righteous flourish, and abundance of peace, so long as the moon, Yarak, endureth. Psalm 72, verse 7. Yam, sea or ocean. But lift thou up thy rod, and stretch out thine hand over the sea, Yam, and divide it, and the children of Israel shall go on dry ground through the midst of the sea, Yam. Exodus chapter 14, verse 16. Nahar, river. And there went out unto him all the land of Judea, and they of Jerusalem, and were all baptized of him in the river, Nahar of Jordan, confessing their sins. Mark chapter 1, verse 5. Aban, stone. And Yahweh said unto Moses, Come up to me into the mount, and be there, and I will give thee tables of stone, Aban, and the law, and commandments, which I have written, that thou mayest teach them. Exodus 24, verse 12. Gasham, rain. I would seek unto God, and unto God would I commit my cause, who giveth rain, Gasham, upon the earth, and sendeth waters upon the fields. Job chapter 5, verses 8 and 10. How well do you know the Bible? Let's play some Bible trivia. Question 1. The prophet Yonah, also called Jonah, bought a ticket in the opposite direction of his calling. The Most High wanted him to prophesy to the wicked city of Jericho, Nineveh, Sodom, Tarshish, or Babylon. Question 2. What kind of bird did the Most High send to bring bread and meat to the prophet Elijah, whom he sent into the wilderness to hide him from the wrath of Ahab, the wicked king of Israel? Was it a dove, a crow, a quail, or a raven? Question 3. In the wilderness, Moses cast a tree into the waters of Marah before the people could drink it, because it was muddy, bitter, cloudy, or full of bugs. Who's who? Aaron. Aaron was very well spoken, but his brother Moses was shy. And when his brother was chosen, Aaron didn't stop to ask why. He helped Moses speak to their people and to Pharaoh, who kept them enslaved. He spoke out against this great evil, saying, "The God of our fathers will save." He performed great signs and wonders with his outstretched rod in his hand. And Egypt was torn asunder, glorifying God's name in the land. Eventually, Moses could lead and didn't need Aaron to speak. But after the people were freed, the Most High made Aaron their priest. Let's review. Dashe, grass or herbs. Adama, earth as soil or ground. Shamayam, heaven or sky. Sayats, flower. The grass withereth, the flower, sayats, fadeth, but the word of our God shall stand forever. Isaiah chapter 40, verse 8. Shamash, sun. From the rising of the sun, Shamash, unto the going down of the same, Yahweh's name is to be praised. Psalm 113, verse 3. Yarak, moon. In his days shall the righteous flourish, and abundance of peace, so long as the moon, Yarak, endureth. Psalm 72, verse 7. Yam, sea or ocean. But lift thou up thy rod, and stretch out thine hand over the sea, Yam, and divide it, And the children of Israel shall go on dry ground through the midst of the sea, Yam. Exodus chapter 14, verse 16. Nahar, river. And there went out unto him all the land of Judea, and they of Jerusalem, and were all baptized of him in the river, Nahar of Jordan, confessing their sins. Mark chapter 1, verse 5. Aban, stone. And Yahweh said unto Moses, Come up to me into the mount, and be there, and I will give thee tables of stone, Aban, and the law, and commandments, which I have written, that thou mayest teach them. Exodus 24, verse 12. Gasham, rain. I would seek unto God, and unto God would I commit my cause, who giveth rain, Gasham, upon the earth, and sendeth waters upon the fields. Job chapter 5, verses 8 and 10. Have you been keeping up with your Hebrew studies with our short videos? It's time for a pop quiz. Let's see how well you know your nature words. Your first word is dashe. Does dashe mean rain, flower, or grass? The correct answer is grass. Dashe. Grass or herbs. Your next word is shamash. Does shamash mean sun, sky, or moon? The correct answer is sun. Shamash. Sun. The next word is nahar. Does nahar mean soil, sea, or river? The correct answer is river. Nahar. River. You're doing a great job. We're almost done. Question number 4. Yarak. Does yarak mean stone, moon, or rain? Yarak means moon. Yarak. Moon. Your final word is shamayam. Does shamayam mean sky, rain, or sea? The correct answer is sky. Shamayam. Heaven or sky. Bonus question. How do you say rain in ancient Hebrew? The correct answer is Gasham. How did you do? Have you mastered these nature words? Let us know in the comments. If you need some more practice, check out the Hebrew Nature Words playlist in the description box. And be sure to subscribe so you can keep up with all the new Hebrew words we're learning here at Songs of Koha. Let's read some scripture. Proverbs chapter 1. The Proverbs of Solomon, the son of David, king of Israel. To know wisdom and instruction, to perceive the words of understanding, to receive the instruction of wisdom, justice, and judgment and equity, to give subtlety to the simple, to the young man knowledge and discretion. A wise man will hear and will increase learning, and a man of understanding shall attain unto wise counsels. To understand a proverb and the interpretation, the words of the wise and their dark sayings. The fear of Yahweh is the beginning of knowledge, but fools despise wisdom and instruction. My son, hear the instruction of thy father, and forsake not the law of thy mother. For they shall be an ornament of grace unto thy head, and chains about thy neck. My son, if sinners entice thee, consent thou not. If they say, Come with us, let us lay wait for blood, let us lurk privily for the innocent without cause. Let us swallow them up alive as the grave, and whole as those that go down into the pit. We shall find all precious substance. We shall fill our houses with spoil. Cast in thy lot among us. Let us all have one purse. My son, walk not thou in the way with them. Refrain thy foot from their path. For their feet run to evil, and make haste to shed blood. Surely in vain the net is spread in the sight of any bird. And they lay wait for their own blood. They lurk privily for their own lives. So are the ways of every one that is greedy of gain, which taketh away the life of the owners thereof. Wisdom crieth without, she uttereth her voice in the streets. She crieth in the chief place of concourse, in the openings of the gates. In the city she uttereth her words, saying, How long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity? And the scorners delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge. Turn you at my reproof. Behold, I will pour out my spirit unto you. I will make known my words unto you. Because I have called, and ye refused, I have stretched out my hand, and no man regarded. But ye have set at naught all my counsel, and would none of my reproof. I also will laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear cometh. When your fear cometh as desolation, and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind. When distress and anguish cometh upon you. Then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me. For that they hated knowledge, and did not choose the fear of Yahweh. They would none of my counsel. They despised all my reproof. Therefore shall they eat of the fruit of their own way, and be filled with their own devices. For the turning away of the simple shall slay them, and the prosperity of fools shall destroy them. But whoso hearkeneth unto me shall dwell safely, and shall be quiet from fear of evil.